Good morning. My name is Lynn Zeiler, and I'm with the COA, Commission on Aging, in St. Joe County, Michigan. And this is that's who brings you this video that we're going to have. Welcome. Somebody just tuned in. This is again a chair yoga class. You can see my little byline, what it's about. You need a sturdy chair. You can see I'm sitting in one. It has a nice hard seat, but I do have a cushion on mine, which is helpful for my spine. So that's really all you need. You can use a folding chair. You can use any kind of a sturdy chair. Just make sure it can support your weight. And then also bring water. These are my glasses. Bring water. Just a second, I want to turn on my light too. I forgot. I have a great big light that I turn on for, you can see it shines. I'm going to turn on Do Not Disturb too on my phone. There. There's so many things I have to connect. Good morning, Sharon. Knock on wood, we'll see how this connection works. I've got it hardwired in again, so last time was pretty darn good. So I appreciate you taking time on this snowy day to join me. I have an update on classes for COA, so I'll mention that once we get started. Yay, hi! I see your little hearts. It's so cool how we're beginning to learn how to use everything we've got, isn't it? I know I was on my church Riverside Live, and I was doing that too. I was clicking happy faces. Good morning, everybody. People are joining in. So glad you tuned in this morning to work together for better health. So that's really what it's all about. My class is going well, and I'm taking for the out at the Washington College out in the state of Washington. I'm taking it virtually. Right now I'm doing research on why exercise and strengthening and balance are so important for older adults to create stability within our own bodies to help us be strong throughout our life. And one of the things, every 13 seconds, I wish, what's his name was on here, Mary and Mike, he always has statistics, but they don't get on Facebook. But he was, every 13 seconds, older adult goes into the emergency room because of a fall. So what you're doing right now with doing chair yoga and doing some of Kathy Taylor's classes, and right now Kathy Bingham's in Florida, but that you're helping to create better health for yourself. Hello, Judy. And to create long-term wise a better benefit for quality of life. So we want to avoid falls as we age. So they are avoidable. And that's one of a misnomer that I know I had. I just figured it was part of getting older. Hi, Jean. I'll try to be really good at counting today, okay? So let me see, the music's pretty loud. Let me turn it off and maybe I can reconnect it to my phone. So, and while let me get that on again. There it goes. There it goes. That way I can control it with my dial. Better. Not quite so loud. In fact, I'll turn it off for a second. I spoke to Ruth over the weekend, and it looks like we're going back live. The balance class actually started today at 11 o'clock, and then Kathy Taylor is going to be starting some classes in February. Or just call the COA if you want updates on when people are starting. I am not going to start until after my second dose of the vaccine. I get it February 3rd, so I'll be starting, I believe it's the 18th. On a Monday. We'll do chair yoga in person so you can spread the word. I'm going to check my calendar just to be sure. February. Did I say January? I meant February. February 15th is when I'll be starting live at COA. And what my plan is to do live chair yoga at 1 o'clock and probably at 1:45. And then I'm going to come home and teach Zumba on Zoom, and the reason for that is there's people that are in Florida and north of Kalamazoo now, and some in Indiana that are starting to watch, and so we've got quite a good group on Zoom. So we're doing that to start. We'll see how it goes. So that's how we're going to do it. So again, put that on your calendars that we're going to go, because I won't be live on Facebook after Thursday, the 14th of January. Alrighty. The one caveat to that is, did I say that right? I said that wrong. Let's see, the 11th of February. I'll be on live February 2nd, 1st, and 4th. Hold on a second. All right, go on. Go on. Nancy Merrick just pulled up, and my dog is an alert dog, so she had to go outside and say hello. Anyway, the Monday the 1st and the 4th, the 8th and the 11th, I'll be on Facebook Live. And then normally the COA is closed on the 15th. Bingo, we get to have a virtual class. So for you guys, I'll be here on Facebook at 1 o'clock on the 15th. And so actually when I'm starting is the 18th then for in the facility, share yoga. We will have to wear masks just like anywhere else. And bring water just like you normally do, and then we'll have distancing in the chairs. So that's kind of how it's working right now. And Ruth is putting together the newsletter, so keep your eye on that. Alrighty, let me get going here. Well, it's about 3 minutes after, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to bring my chair back, as you may want to do too if you were sitting close. Again, place your water where you can get to it. And if you're standing and going to a sitting position, I want you to be conscious of the way you're sitting in your chair. So make sure your chair's back there, and then go down nice and easy. Good job. That's something you want to practice all the time. If you're able, I want you to move a little bit away from the back of your chair. That way you'll be using your core muscles a little bit better, a little bit more. Shoulders are up, back and down, chest is high. Your head is in neutral. So that means make your chin level with the floor and then drop it just a little tiny bit, micro movement I call it. And that's going to put your cervical spine in neutral. And we'll begin by just gently closing our eyelids if you're comfortable doing that. Just gently. And if you're not comfortable, if you feel dizzy or lightheaded with your eyes closed, keep them open or slightly open. So again, make it your own. And as we quiet our minds and focus inward, how are you feeling today? Do you have any achy spots or any joints that are uncomfortable or hurting you today? Lower those shoulders, relax. Relaxing your hands. So anything that might be a little bit tender or just doesn't feel too well today, you're going to take it easy on those parts today and make modifications to anything that I'm doing to make it work for you. So make it your own. If you're joining in new to chair yoga, we're going to do some deep breathing, so I want you to put your hand on your belly, spreading the fingers out nice and wide. Your pinky might be on your navel or just below your navel. Your thumb might be on that hard bone, the sternum, at the bottom of your ribs. But just make it wide. It depends on your body. Take a nice deep inhale. Letting the air come right into your belly, filling your lungs completely. Then a slow exhale. Letting your navel sink to your spine. Nice big inhale. Nice slow exhale. And as we do our nice deep cleansing breath, I'd like you to think of an intention, a word or two that you'd like to place on your practice today. It might be faith, love, hope, forgiveness, patience, gratitude, balance, so many virtues that are out there, so many things that might be important to you, but pick one that's jumping up as most important to you right now. And when you have that word, breathe it in. And as you exhale, just exhale any stress or tension, relaxing those shoulders. One more nice deep breath. Nice. We're going to take our right shoulder. We're going to inhale our shoulder up. And we're going to exhale the shoulder down. So pressing it down and away. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. As you lift your shoulder, this time inhale as you breathe in your intention for today. Exhale any stress or tension. Good job. Take it to the left shoulder. So you're going to inhale it up toward your ear and then down and away. Now your movement may not match my rhythm of breath. So what you want to do is work to your own rate of breathing, own rate of rhythm. Inhale, last one. Inhale your intention. Exhale down and then both shoulders up. Inhale. Exhale down. Press them down and away. Feel those shoulder blades. I want you to feel them lift. And as you lower, I want you to feel those shoulder blades sinking down into the muscle. One more breath. Good job. We're going to work with our head and neck a little bit. We're going to take our head and we're going to reach it forward. Now as you do that, your upper body stays nice and steady. So your shoulders to your hips are aligned, and then tuck your head back. We're working that cervical spine. Reach it. Bring it back. And this one, it doesn't matter which way you're inhaling and which way you're exhaling. Just figure it out. Inhale. I'm going to inhale back. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. We're going to take our head and we're going to look to the right. And we're going to lower it toward our armpit. Lower the chin down. Bring it up and then bring it all the way to center. Take a nice inhale. Rotate the other way. Exhale. Drop your chin down. Inhale up. Bring it to center. Take a nice inhale. Rotate it to the right. Drop your chin toward your armpit. Remind yourself you're sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders are over your hips. Abs are tight. That's one thing we tend to forget. But we want to keep those abs nice and tight to keep your posture nice and tall. So if you find yourself rounding a little bit, gather yourself and get yourself nice and tall. Good job. We're going to drop our chin down to our chest and bring it up to neutral. Remember the chin's a little bit low in it, neutral. Exhale down. Inhale up. Beautiful. We're going to work our upper back a little bit. We're going to take our arms out. And we're going to bring our arms across. So take one arm, pick out, it doesn't matter which arm is above. You'll pick out your favorite one and bring it to the shoulder height, maybe a little behind the shoulder, if that's comfortable for you. Again, you evaluated how you were feeling today, and if your shoulders are a little bit stiff, or your back, because this is going to involve some of the scapula, the shoulder blades in the back as we bring our arms back. I'd like you to bend your elbows, squeeze those shoulder blades, other arm. Just switch that top arm, bring those elbows back. Inhale up, other arm. Good job. Doesn't matter which way your arm does it. Exhale back. Open up that chest wall. Squeeze those shoulder blades. One more on each side. Inhale. Exhale those elbows back. Open those shoulder blades. Or squeeze those shoulder blades. Open the chest, I should say. Good job. Inhale. Last one, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale up, we're gonna have our arms down. We're gonna let her in, Nancy. And then flip it up. Stretch your fingers. Gentle fist, rotate it backward. All the way around, inhale up. Exhale down. Good job, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. One more. Inhale your intention. Exhale, rotate them around. And then relax your hands down. to your shoulders. And I want you to, lap, excuse me. I'm thinking two things at once. Form a gentle fist, and I want you to scoot back in your chair until your lower back is fist width away from the back of your chair. I'm going to adjust my little cushion because it's a little crooked. Can you feel that? So you want your fist this direction between the back of your chair and your spine, your lower back. Now remember, if you have any lumbar issues, we're going to do a seated cat and cow. You want to be gentle on your spine. So make sure that you're sensitive to that. We're going to inhale, getting long. And we're going to exhale. We're going to gently round our back. So we're going to take our tailbone under a little bit. Abdominals are tight. And we're going to gently bring our chin to our chest last, but just a little movement. So don't take it too big. We've worked that neck a little bit. We're going to work it a little bit more. And when we're ready to inhale, rotate your spine. So your tailbone is going to rotate back. You're going to get long through the abdominals, but your abs are tight. Lengthen through the top of your head. When you're ready to exhale, start with your tailbone first. Round your back next. And then you're going to bring your chin down just a tad more. Let that cervical spine, those muscles around the spine just stretch. When you're ready, rotate your tailbone back. Inhale. Lengthen. And when you exhale, take the tailbone under. And bring your chin towards your chest. If your eyes are open, you can look. My dog is coming in for a little love here. Her name is Maggie. She's a 110-pound Labradoodle that was 12 pounds when we got her, and she was black. And she turned gray at her very first haircut when she was just a little puppy. We thought we had the wrong dog. Inhale up. And she grew and she grew and she grew and she grew. She's a non-shedder, hypoallergenic, so she gets trimmed every 6 weeks. Maggie, you go lay down. Go lay down. Inhale. And exhale. Should feel really good as you round your shoulders forward on this, as your back is rounded. So your back, at this point, maybe would be reaching the chair back. It depends on your range of motion in that spinal column. But if you can round it enough to feel the back of your chair, bringing your shoulders forward, inhaling, lengthening, lifting. Doesn't that feel good? Exhale, nice and gentle. So as we move, we're moving nice and slow, nice and gently. We're going to breathe in one more time. Inhale your intention here. Whatever it might be. And when you're ready, exhaling to a rounded back. Your lower back is against the chair or near the back of the chair. Again, don't force stretches. You want to be kind and gentle to your body. Inhaling, inhale. Coming into neutral spine. We're going to scoot out about halfway again. We want to work the spine one way. Now we're going to work it the other way. So we want to bring our arms up to cactus. This is a cactus pose. Looks like a saguaro, doesn't it? If you've been to Arizona. Somebody just checked in. Thanks for coming. Inhale. If you're checking late, make sure you warm up. Rotate to your left. Inhale to center. And rotate to your right. Inhale to center. And rotate left. As you rotate, your head's going to track over that back shoulder. Your lower body stays in place. Good job. Inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, breathe in your intention for today. We'll do one more on each side. Good job. And we're going to bring our arms all the way down. We're going to do a mountain pose, so the arms are down at the side. This is a transitional pose we use a lot. Inhale up, palms are up. Tap your fingers if you're able. And I mention that because if your arms, one of your hands doesn't, arms or shoulders or doesn't feel great, don't bring it all the way up. Maybe modify one side and imagine tapping and bring it down. So again, make it your own. Inhale, sweep it up. Sweep it down. This time, as we sweep it up, I want you to feel the air as though it's weighted. Lift and resist. And as we exhale, press that air down. Feel it, contract those muscles. Good job. Check your abdominals, sitting tall, abs are tight. Good job. This time we're going to inhale it up. We're going to do a chest expansion. We're going to lean forward about 45 degrees, reaching our arms back. Bring your shoulder blades to your spine. Good job. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hinging slightly forward. Eyes are looking at the floor. About 45 degrees of a bend is what you're wanting. Keeping your head above your heart always. Be conscious of your posture. Creating strength. Good job. Exhale. One more. Breathe in your intention here. And exhale forward. We're going to inhale to airplane. So thumbs are going to come up. We're going to inhale, touch our hands forward. As we rotate, our thumbs are going to aim down, and we're going to bring our hands toward the side, back of our chair. Now again, maybe your shoulders aren't being flexible today. It's amazing how our bodies can differ day to day. Inhale, up together. Exhale. Good job. Inhale. Abs are tight. Remember, you're using your abdominals to hinge forward, building strength in those core muscles that help us sit tall, stand tall, regain regain ourselves from possible, if we trip, it helps with stability. So make sure you have the stomach nice and tight, because the only way you're going to tone it is through contractions. Good idea, huh? Exhale back. Good job. We're going to do a little lower body. Inhale all the way up. And we're going to raise our right leg and use support, lift it up and round our back. So let that back just relax. Now it's been working really hard. As we drop our foot and inhale, I want you to think about your abs nice and tight as we inhale up. And we're going to take the other foot, lift it up, round your back. Now don't push this. You want to, as always, be gentle with our bodies. Inhaling and reach. So your body will tell you where it wants to go. So your forehead aims toward your knee. But you want to be sensitive to when it wants to stop as well. Good job. Beautiful. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Breathe in your intention here. Exhale any stress or tension today. We're going to inhale up. I want you to lift your knee at the same time. And we're going to exhale our arms out and press the foot out. Now if you need to support that leg, that's what you're going to be doing. Inhale up. Leave the foot elevated. Remember, you can always touch down. So if you think, oh, this is a little bit much for me, you want to touch down in between, feel free to touch down. Inhale up. Exhale, arms are tight. Let's inhale up. Exhale out. Sit tall. 2 more. This is work, isn't it? Strengthening, range of motion, awesome. Bring our knee up and lower it. Good job. Let's take the other leg. Let's bring it up. Extend it out. Now remember, if you need to hold on, you can always hold on to your chair at the side. You use your judgment here on what's good for you today. And it's amazing. You can do something today, and then we do the same thing on Thursday, and it's difficult. Or you can't, for some reason, do it. So that's why I want you to be attuned to how your body's feeling today. Inhale up. Always feel comfortable taking a break. If your body says, oh, that's enough, good job. Good job. I want to work a little bit on that hip flexor back here. So we're going to take our right leg. We're going to work a little bit on a hip opener. This works the hip socket as well. And that's really important to keep that strong and flexible for being able to sit and stand. So you can hold your left hand on your ankle or the same arm as the foot that's out there. Hold the ankle. The other arm, just kind of hold the knee. But before you do, just kind of relax that knee and get it down as far as you can. If your knee is really high, see if you can adjust your leg and get it open a little more. But again, no pressure if you're, go where you're comfortable. And then wherever that's at, support it from the bottom. Good job. Just inhale, get long. Nice long back, hinge forward. Now this, you won't be moving much. You want to hinge with a long, tall back until you feel the pull underneath the leg. You'll feel it. If you don't feel it, it's because your back is rounded. And you want to come back to the start position, get long, and then exhale and come back down with that long back. That's the only way you're going to grab this muscle. Okay? Inhale up. Lengthen, stay long. Exhale forward. Stay down here. We're going to hold it. Flex your foot. Take a breath. See if you can ask for a little bit more. Once you're in the stretch, sometimes the muscle will give a little bit more, but be careful. Alrighty. One more breath. Good job. We're going to inhale up. We're going to bring our knee up, and we're going to take our arm over the leg. So you're going to kind of pull here. We're going to inhale, and then just rotate. Call this a lemon twist if you want. Good job. If you want to hold the back of your chair, inhale. You can hold the back of your chair. You can hold the side too. Again, just do what's right for you. But you want to feel that again underneath. Just under the buttocks. One more breath. Good job. Check your foot. Make sure your foot's flexed. Ooh, that feels good. Inhale. And then bring it down. We're going to hit that left foot. And again, just going to grab it and bring it over. Good job. And again, if your knee is high, try to bring it down a little bit. All right, when we're really young, you could probably bring it down a lot, but I know I cannot. Again, you can make adjustments here. You can hold on to your shoe, up on your, you just see where it's comfortable holding on. I usually hold on just above my ankle, I believe. And then once I get my knee down, you bring it down because you want to stabilize this joint, okay? Now flex your foot, take a nice inhale and lengthen. And then as we exhale, slowly hinging forward. Ooh-wee. Just until you feel it down there. Not a big move. When you're ready, inhale up. Exhale forward. And again, you want to feel it till like, oh yeah, it bites a little bit, but you don't want to overdo. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to stay here as our belly sinks toward our spine. We want to see if we'll get a little more. So take a nice inhale. Ask for a little bit more from that muscle. Inhale your intention. Come on up. And then I want you to just bring that knee up. So you're going to just tuck that knee up. You're going to hold it with the opposite arm now underneath the knee. Inhale. And exhale and twist. And again, you're going to feel this on the outside of your hip. Really important muscles to stay strong and stretched. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Coming to the center, we're going to bring that leg down. And we're going to bring our right arm over our left leg. We're going to take our left arm up. Up, over to at an angle, as though you're reaching to your back diagonal corner, and then we're going to thread the needle, so we're going to bring it down, and we're going to bring it underneath the arm, and then just lower our shoulder toward that leg. So we're going to inhale, push into our feet, contract your abdominals, exhale, and thread the needle. Now again, you're going to take it where you want it to go. Your shoulder may get, really close to your hand. It may touch. You take it where you can go, but be careful that lower back again. If you've got lumbar issues, you've been to a physical therapist or a physician, so you know limitations that you need to be concerned with. Remember to match your movement with your breath. You're moving at your own comfortable speed. Your eyes are going to track that hand if that's comfortable. Maybe be able to straighten out that arm as you bring it underneath, as you couldn't before. Last one. And when you straighten it out, you'll be able to lean a little bit more, but be careful of the back. Good job. Inhale up as you press into your feet. Abs are tight. Let's take a nice shoulder roll. Kind of wiggle your hips a little bit. And then we're going to take it the other way. So now we're going to take our left hand over our right leg. We're going to inhale our arm up. And as we exhale, we're going to thread the needle under. And then lean your right shoulder toward your leg as you push into your feet. So try not to use that hand to push up. Use those core muscles as you get out of this pose. This is called thread the needle. We're warming up this angle for our shoulders, for our hips, for our lower back. And as we do, you might notice that you can lengthen your arm and bend down a little more. But remember not to force it. That's the kind of a fine balance, isn't it, in yoga? Because you can hurt yourself in this class, just like any other class. And so you want to be conscious of what your body's telling you. Last one, inhale your intention on this one. And exhale down. Ooh, that feels good. Inhale up to neutral. And again, if you have to sit back against your back, you do that. If your back's getting tired, you might want to scoot yourself back. But I want you to think about the pelvic floor and your gluteals, the buttocks muscles, the abdominals. So I want you to squeeze the buttocks muscles, the gluteus maximus. Squeeze the pelvic floor up and in. You're gonna notice that your quadriceps are engaged, and then make sure your abdominals are engaged. So squeeze up and in, everything's tucked, and then relax it. Woo! Let's do that again. Squeeze the buttocks. Your quads are gonna get nice and tight. Abdominals squeeze up and in on that pelvic floor. Let's stay here, take a breath. Exhale down, keep that ab tight. Relax those buttocks muscles, good job. Inhale, tighten it up, squeeze it up and in, lengthen. Now remember, I always start with the very basic and easiest part. So if you want to stay there, that is absolutely fine. So if you just want to stay with the contraction and not think so much about the breath, make it yours. Squeezing. And down, good job. One more, inhale. Squeeze up and in. Relaxing down. Let your buttocks just, like sink into that chair and feel your quadriceps relax, your feet sink into the floor. Good job. And I want you to rock up on your right buttocks. You can hold the side of the chair and then rock left. So you're going to lift and rock. Lift and rock. Looking side to side. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good job. Squeeze. Just rocking back and forth. Holding on if you feel the least bit unsteady. If you don't want to lose it, you guys know what you can do and can't do. So there's a little lip here on my chair. There's a little bracket down at the base underneath my seat that I can hold on to. Coming to neutral. Take the right hand and just drop it down. I have a little bar there I can grab onto. Take the same side. Take it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. So the shoulders stay stacked over one another. Then go to the other side as we exhale to the left. Your hand might slide right by that bar or that support piece. If you're in a folding chair, there's a little cross right there probably. So it's something you can hold on to. You can also hold on to the side of your seat if you feel the least bit like, oh, I'm kind of losing it. Oops, I just dropped over my water. That must be a sign we need to drink. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more inhale. And exhale. Good job. Now reach down carefully, grab your water. I recommend always using recyclable containers just to save our planet. I shouldn't have said just, in order to save our planet. So, and then we're gonna we're gonna stand. So you want to scoot out on the edge of your chair. Your feet, your ankles can be underneath your knees. If you need a little more support, you're gonna have your ankles behind your knees. Hands can be crossed. Push up. Use support. You can also bring your arms out in front. Ready? I'll bring my arms in front this time. Lean slightly forward. Press into your feet. But you can always use support. The goal is to stand up and sit down unassisted, and that's one of the reasons we do chair squats every week, every time we meet for chair yoga. You're going to have your feet about hip width apart. I want you to feel your feet grounded in the floor. So you want to feel your heels, your arch, ball of your foot, and the toes. Do you feel those? Good job. Hands are going to be beside us. We're going to take a nice inhale. Think of your tailbone. It's going to reach back toward the back of the chair. Your chair's right here, so if you ever need to sit down, you know it's right there. Notice how your knees are feeling. Look down, make sure you can see your toes, and your chest is lifted. Good job. Inhale up. We're going to make this into a chair pose, so we're going to inhale all the way up, tap at the top if it's comfortable. Exhale all the way, circling down, and bring it around. So we're going to work full range of motion on those shoulder joints as we bring our arms up. We already warmed them up earlier, didn't we? Exhale down. Now, Jean, I know you're counting, and I believe this is 2. No, that's 3 probably. I think that's 3 with our practice one, isn't it? Did pretty good, didn't I, Jean? I wish you guys could talk. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do 8. Inhale up. What are your abs doing? Make sure they're strong, nice and tight. Long through the spine. 2 more. Inhale your intention. Exhale. Take it back. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Take it. Hold it here for a minute. Take a breath. Good job. Inhale all the way up. Press into those feet. Beautiful. Now what I want you to do, we're going to stay in front of our chair. I want you to just kind of wiggle back and forth on your feet. So just kind of loosen up the hips as you wiggle back and forth. So bend the knee, just kind of shift your hips back and forth. We do a lot of this in Zumba. We move our hips back and forth. I didn't used to be this loose, but now I am with between chair yoga and Zumba. Good job. Now I want you to stand. Maybe, you know what, maybe I should move for safety. I'll have you stand next to your chair. Alrighty, and so you're gonna hold on. Stand maybe a little behind it, so your hands on the side of the chair. I'm going to come forward a little bit so you can see me a little better. I want your weight on your right leg, and so this leg is going to be the loose leg. I want you to put your fists on your hips. Feel those hip joints? Put your fists. This is called a steering wheel. I want you to lift up your left hip as though your steering wheel is coming up. This one's going down, and then you're going to bring this one down. So you're going to bring it up and bring it down. Bring it up. Now we're going to add a breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. We're working our spine here. We're working balance. Inhale. How are you doing? Exhale. Inhale. Nice range of motion. Take it nice and easy, but start little. Last one. Good job. And then we're going to do the other leg. So again, now you're going to let's shake it out. Let's just march a little bit. Good job. Make sure that you know where your chair is. You can grab it. I know I've got a desk here if I lose my balance too. Again, fists are going to be on the hips. We're going to stand on that left foot now, and we're going to bring our right hip up, and then bring our right hip down. Bring our right hip up. Bring our right hip down. Bring it up, and bring it down. your steering, have your hands on the steering wheel, and you know how you're steering sometimes and you just move a little bit? That's what we're doing here. Nice range of motion in that back though, isn't it? Abs are tight. Last one. Good job. Let's just do a lunge. We're going to stand. I'm going to bring my chair in between my stability points. So it's going to be, I can grab here, or I can grab here if I lose my balance. So again, I want you to be safe. So move your chair where you're safe. I want you to bring your right leg up, step back on the ball of your foot, step down to the heel. Have you got it? Good job. And then you're going to push off, bring it up, balance, take it back on the ball of your foot, step down. Good job. We can add an arm if we want, bring it up, and bring it back. Now remember, you might want to hold on with one arm. That's fine. This is hard work, you guys. Take it down and bring it up. Good job. Take your arms back. Bring it up. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good effort, you guys. This is the hard part. This is really hard. Good job. We're going to bring our knee up. Hold on if you need to, and we're going to drop it down. Good job. Shake it out. A lot of work stabilizing on that leg, too, isn't it? Beautiful. Same thing on that left leg. So I want you to sink down on the right leg. So now you can feel your toes and your arch and your heel. You're going to bring your left leg up. Hold on to start. We're going to take it all the way back to where the toe hits the ground. Take that heel down. Push it off, and then come on up. And then take it down. And then bring it up. If you want to, you can lean this way, or you can bring your hands back. So again, there's a variety of ways you can put your arms. Take them where you want. Arms up. And then out. Arms up. And out. Let's add a breath. This time I'm going to bring my arms up. And then as I come back, I'm going to swing them all the way back. Bring them all the way up. Swing. And back. What are your abs doing? Make sure they're tight. Last one. Remember, you're modifying anything you can't do. Good job. Bring it up and lower. Beautiful. We're going to cool down. Yay, we're all done. Except for the cool down. You guys did awesome. I'm going to back my chair up a little bit. We're going to come to the front of the chair, touch your calves to the chair. Look back. Make sure you're centered correctly. Step a little bit away. Doing a beautiful job today. Inhale up. Good. Even just getting organized. I know for myself, I do a lot to get organized because I've got a lot of wiring and things that I do and lighting and moving furniture. I don't know what you do, but it's an effort no matter where you're at or what you're doing. But I just appreciate your being here, and I know all the other students too. If you could just imagine us connected with a gold thread, our friendship group, our exercise group, getting strong together, improving our quality of life. Exhale. Good job. Inhale. Bringing it up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more breath. Breathe in your intention here. The last one. As we come down, we're going to extend our arms out. Take our tailbone toward the back of the chair. Stay lifted. Take a nice breath. Can you do another breath? Sit down if you need to. You're going to touch back. Make sure you can feel that chair behind you, and then slowly sit down. It's so much easier to plop down, isn't it? Good job. Go ahead and grab a little sip of water. And then we're going to go about halfway back in the chair. Shoulders are going to be over your hips. And we're going to take our feet out and we're going to flex and point our feet. Flex and point. You can hardly hear the music at all. Remember, you can do this one leg at a time. If this is too difficult, you can also hold on. You can also do one leg at a time. If you've done one leg, do the other leg now. Abs are tight. Stay nice and tall. Chest is lifted. Open the legs just slightly and take it around. You'll feel your legs right here. You can feel those muscles working. Feel them contracted as you rub your hands on them. They're working for you. If you're using one leg, you're going to switch directions. And then switch directions again with one leg. Good job. Bring your feet down. That's a lot of work in itself. You're going to take your right leg up, work the knee, take it all the way around. We do very similar cool down each time. We try to work all the joints in our bodies. Good job. And then the other leg. Lift your leg, take it up. Take it, circle 4 times. Take it the other direction. Good job. I want to work the hands a little bit. Bring them down to your side. And you're going to stretch your fingers out. Make a gentle fist. Bring them to your side. Make a gentle fist. Bring them up over your head. And again, you don't need to bring them up over your head if it's not comfortable. Make a V arm. Bring it out to your sides. And bring it down to the bottom. Stretch. Take your thumbs. Take it around in a circle. Sit tall. Take it the other way. One of my thumbs seems to work better than the other. Does yours? Take them in a circle. And again, you can hold them in. It might be easier to see it here. And then take it the other way. As many of you know, if you're new, this is my home in Three Rivers, and I produced the video from my, it's called my wine room. It's my visit room, really, where it's nice, kind of no TV, just music. Take your ring finger, take it around. But we only have one TV. Then we have a little fake fireplace over there in the corner, underneath my great big bright light that I have on. Good job. And take your pinkies around. And the other way. Dropping our hands to our lap, around your back, bring your chin to your chest. And then inhale, come on up, and then arch your back just a little. Gentle spinal bend. Exhale down, rounding your back, nice little lower back. This is a nice, round your shoulders. This is a nice stretch to remember if you have stress in the back and shoulders. It's nice to remember you can do this on your own. Inhale. You can also tune into any of the videos that are published on the COA website at your convenience. But somehow I find it very motivated to be in class. Do you? Go ahead and scoot back. We worked the head and neck earlier, so we're just going to scoot back, lean back, and then just kind of relax your shoulders. And I want you to just gently close your eyes if it's comfortable for final relaxation. I want you to smile as big as you can. Scrunch up your forehead and then relax your face. Open your lower jaw just slightly. Wiggle it back and forth just a little. And leave the jaw slightly open. Relax your eyelids, your cheeks. Check your forehead again. Relax your shoulders, your arms and your hands, your chest and your belly, your legs and your feet. Let your buttocks sink into the chair. next to the chair, bringing our back away from the chair if you're able, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, nice and easy, exhaling down. Think of something you're thankful for, inhale it in and hold it there. And exhale down, always something to be thankful for. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today to the COA class, and I appreciate you showing up. So I hope to see you again on Thursday at 1 o'clock. As I mentioned, we'll be starting live classes coming up, so I'll let you know more on Thursday. Thanks so much. See you Thursday, 1 o'clock. Bye-bye.